So now that y'all got the friendly stuff out the way,
get into some gangsters.
Yes, I mean, like, at the end of the day, let's talk about this, man. This is not a zoo. This is basketball. We're not animals. These players are not animals. And we're not going to do this because I'm telling you, Kyle handled it differently than what I would have handled it. Because I'm telling you, for somebody to shove me in the head and I got four kids.
Shoulder.
It don't matter. It's still a shove. As a grown man, I got 4 kids at home that's watching it or maybe at the TV. With me, I'm sure it's going to be some furniture moving. It's going to be some furniture moving and I'm lashing back. I might throw a jab at them. It's going to be fruit punch everywhere. For the simple fact that you're not going to disrespect me as a man.
Which happened years ago in the Mouse and Palace. That's why I say you have to step this up.
And I'm going to go a little bit further and a little bit deeper, and it goes back to where our country is as a whole, with cops killing black African Americans, at least, you know, yearly or daily, shall I say. And it goes to that. And I would love to be in an ownership meeting when the owners meet up. I would love to hear what they talk about because this is no different. This is what
I got to stop you here because that's a completely different discussion.
No, I'm not trying to go there. But I'm just saying it's to that. We can't have this either, though. This is unacceptable.
I get it, but that's not analogous.
But it's just a comparison. It's a comparison.
It's not a fair one.
Why not, though?
The problem that I have with not going swiftly.
I'm on.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Come on, KP. But me and you both grew up big boys.
Right.
We've pushed and shoved, and we can't compare pushing and shoving to killing. We just can't.
But
Again,
I went.
The man was pushed. The man was pushed.
But look,
That's
Jay.
all it was.
But Jay, I wasn't comparing the killing part of it.
I got it.
I'm
but
telling
it's
you
not
where our
enough. We
world
don't-
is
and this
today.
A spokesman for the Alameda County Sheriff's Office told Brian Windhorst earlier today that the deputy did not know who Ujiri was, asked him for a credential. Ujiri shoved the deputy out of the way, walked toward the court. The deputy shoved back, the spokesman said, and Ujiri, quote, came forward with a more significant push that ended up striking the deputy in the face. Ujiri is now being investigated for suspicion of misdemeanor battery on a police officer.
But I mean, listen, man, they just won their first ever title. I mean, they have played in this arena 3 times this series, right? And you got to know who he is. Like,
I don't know about that, Perk, because it was there was.
But he had his credential in his hand.
Yeah,
though.
that I don't know about.
No, but I seen it though, Brian.
Okay.
He had his credential in his hand, like, you know, like he's the GM, like, you know, and I said this before, you know, going back and forth from Toronto to Golden State, the hospitality was night and day. Golden State was a lot stricter with their rules. Where Toronto was more so easygoing, embrace you. Oh, okay, Kendrick. Hey, Perk, you working with ESPN? You got your credential? Oh man, I left it in my bag. Don't worry about it. Come on, dude. We know who you are. Like, come on, man. Like this is the championship. Obviously, we know. I mean, we know that, you know, as a police officer, he was doing his job. But man, if you see this man, he's in the tunnel. He has his credential in his hand. It's not on him, but it's in his hand. He's full of emotions. I just think, you know, let's not blow this out of proportion. And I'm going to go a little bit further and a little bit deeper, and it goes back to where our country is as a whole, with cops killing black African Americans.
I want to ask you this. Luka had a great
first
half of the season.
Right.
And Trae Young came on second half. Who's your rookie of the year?
Oh. Is it a rookie of the year?
Well, what was for Grant Hill and James as a kid? You got to pick one.
I got to go with Trae Young, man.
Wow.
Things he did the second half of the season.
A lot of players feel that way. But
I got to go with Trae Young.
Luka is going to win, which is why it's easier for him to say that.
Well, yes.
But Trae Young balled out.
He absolutely did since the All-Star break, but I like to say that's not actually the midpoint of the year. It's like the 2/3 mark of the year. So
That's true.
For a lot of time, Knicks fans especially thought Kristaps Porzingis had value. I think the narrative on him has changed, but Perk, you're not so high on him either.
No, not at all. I just never been high on the big man that's a diva, and I feel like he is a diva to the max. I can name 20 guys that I'd take over him right now.
Really?
Wow. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
I can name 20 guys.
I can name 20 guys that I'd take over.
20 players in the league.
I can name 20 players that I'd take over Porzingis right now in this league. So, you know, it's a list out there. I mean, you could go. You know, you could get Kevin Durant. You could sign Russell with D'Angelo Russell with him. It's a lot of guys. Kevin Durant, Jimmy Butler. I mean, you gotta have your choices. But you know, I think they made, like, I agree. I think they made the right decision. They got him up out of there.
I'm so
and then with all the
interested.
off the court issues at that.
Well, that's certainly something, and we don't know how that's going to pan out.
Right.
It's
But you're the
important to
guy that
bring
people
up.
pay tickets to see. I don't know if he's ready for that. He might be, but I don't know.
Well, I feel like this. Look, the Knicks they have one place to go, and that's up.
Well, that's
It's
true.
just, it's just like
They could go. Hold on. They could go sideways though.
But look, it's
They have
just
the
like
worst record in the league this year. Kendrick's right.
But it's just like how George Bush left our world at the bottom when Obama took over. I think the Knicks are going in the right direction.
Wow, that is a left turn. I didn't expect. Keep going.
I think the Knicks are going in the right direction. I think they got a great coach in Coach Fizz there, who's a championship coach. I think that they could lure a good free agent in to while KD rehabs and get himself together if he decides to go.